What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we are actually doing a boat tour of the old 16-footer I've been working on. I know if you guys follow along on Instagram and everything else, social media stuff, I've been posting some different videos and snippets of working on this thing and doing test trials and everything else with it. Finally got it running. We are actually packing up to go down to the Carolinas to do a little week's vacation. We're actually going to be right in Myrtle Beach, and I'm going to be fishing some of the same waters that the Bassmaster Classic was at in 2016 and 2019 in Winyah Bay. It's going to be super cool. Yeah, you're going to start seeing videos of that coming out, so I'm super stoked about that. It's going to be a really fun opportunity to do some filming and some video creating. So without further ado, we are going to get into the boat tour. Stick around. Before we get into this video and this whole tutorial ordeal, I just want to take a second to just tell you guys I do appreciate all the support and everything from you guys. You guys have been great just letting the channel grow. Very much appreciate all of you guys that are supporting me and just, you know, telling me to go for it. Definitely not any type of a big YouTube channel out there right now, but I would love to grow my channel and, you know, create content for you guys and just have a good time doing it. You know, you guys are great. And if you want to keep up to date on what's happening in central Pennsylvania and all across the East Coast, go down, subscribe, and stay updated, bro. Without further ado, let's get into this. So, first things first, did a whole bunch of maintenance on the trailer and got some new tire, a new tire, flipped some new stuff around. We got a new jack going on the front here. Got to do that yet. That baby's gonna go on there. So starting up at the front of the boat here, we got the old Minn Kota Maximum. This is a, I think it's a 64-pound thrust. I gotta read it. No, 70-pound thrust, 24-volt trolling motor we got on the front of this baby. It does pull this thing pretty darn good. It's not a new one by any means, but I've had it forever, and actually have a motor guide prop on it. Did a little bit of finagling. It does actually have a little bit more thrust than the actual traditional Minn Kota prop, but that thing has worked out great for me. Moving over to electronics, I do not have a lot of electronics on this boat yet. I do have a Lowrance Elite. I actually got it off my brother. Thank you, Jordan, for letting me purchase this off of you. This thing has been wonderful compared to my old electronics. I know it's nothing new, nothing like super advanced, but for fishing the river and some of the local lakes around, it does great for me. It has side scan, it helps me out a lot, just finding fish, finding structure. Does great for me. But this is actually it's actually a 7 Ti, little touchscreen, all that fancy jazz. I know this is nothing freaking new to all the guys with all the fancy gizmos and stuff, but for me, it's a little bit of an upgrade, you know? Moving on back, we got a little hatch here, life jackets, all the essentials in there, safety equipment. This is a forward-facing center console because I run the river quite a bit, and that front-facing center console is just phenomenal for not running into rocks, for looking at bedded fish up in the shallows, everything else like that. This forward center console is the freaking shiznit. So glad I did that. But moving back across here, got a big wide open deck. I do not have any type of driver's seat or anything like that as of right now. I may end up putting in a little leaning post there and working with it that way. It's a little bit just trying to maximize my space in a 16-foot boat. 16-foot boat is not a monster boat. It's just enough. And for the river, I don't want a massive boat because some of the skinny water we get into, there's actually a couple spots that we get out and we pull the boat over riffles and then we go up through even further. So having a big like 20-foot boat is not super practical. It's very nice as far as space, but not great practicality for Susquehanna River fishing and some of the local lakes. But the other thing I wanted to say is I'm not finished with this thing. I need to paint the entire outside of it. I need to do a couple more finish wiring things. I'm going to do some in-deck lighting and some different cool things with that. I do have a couple panels I ended up leaving off because I'm trying to get this done in the nick of time to head to the Carolinas. So I'm just kind of making it water ready and making it safe to get on and roll out through Winyah Bay. So moving back across this, I'm going to be getting new seats eventually. Obviously these things do not match the boat, but they work for now. You can sit your butt right on there, and that's better than riding on an aluminum plate. So these seats actually do flip up. Got a little storage unit underneath there. It's kind of nice to have a little bit of storage in a little boat like this, just to keep tackle and all kinds of stuff in. Up front here we have all the switch panels. Got little phone chargers, camera chargers, all that jazz. Up underneath there we're going to be end up putting tackle and different things. Got a rod, what they call a rod locker, but honestly none of my rods are going to fit in there. I just use it as extra prop storage and nav lights and just storage in general. A little tip for all you guys running on any type of shallow water, river, bays, or anything else, keep a freaking prop in your boat, because when you're 3 miles up the river or down the river and you hit a rock, stump, tree, anything, this thing is a lifesaver. Let me tell you what. This is a banged up prop. Even the one on the back of this is banged up just from running in the river. And yeah, it is so worth going on Amazon, getting a cheap prop. I mean, you can get a prop for 50, 60 bucks depending on your motor. Obviously, if you're getting into bigger, newer motors, you're going to be paying a lot more than that. But this thing came with the motor thanks to Raj. And a replacement prop for the Johnson is about 50 or 60 bucks. So, well worth it. Just a safety feature that is very nice to have. Just a crappy prop to keep in your boat in case you really need it one day. But you can take a look at the outside of this thing. Did a little bit of work with the wheel wells. I'm gonna need to weld a little bit of something together. As far as my spacers, I'm just making it work for now. But the wheel wells look great. Got new trailer lights on here. All that jazz is really essential. I don't like messing with trailer lights going down the road. But as you can see, the boat is in actually really good condition. It's a 2005. The paint is actually pretty decent yet. I'm gonna end up repainting it just to match the deck and yeah, just tie everything together, because that blue and gray don't match with tan and red. It's clashing hard, but you know what? You got to do what you got to do to get on the water, folks. So moving on back, we do have a live well. We do have a live well, and it works phenomenally. Works out really good to keep bait and big old fish in. Got one standing seat back here. We do have the bimini top that comes up, latches and everything else. I like to take my wife and kids out on this thing, and in the middle of dead of summer, the sun is not very nice to 4-year-olds and little babies. It doesn't work out too good, but so glad to have that, and it's super easy to take off. It's literally 2 screws. Got one here, one little flathead screw there, one little flathead screw over there. Whole thing comes flying off and works out really good. Moving all the way to the back hatch, I got batteries and what else do I got in there? Got batteries, extra oil. I got an onboard charger in there, gas tanks in there, because you need gas to go. That's just how it goes. But moving back to the power of this thing, we got a 70 horse old Johnson. I think this is a mid-80s model, I believe. Ended up getting it from my friend Raj. Thank you, Raj, for letting me buy this off you. I got it all running and everything. Took a little bit to get all the wiring and everything figured out, but I got new controls on it and it is working phenomenally. It's It's idling like a dream. If anybody has ever ran a Johnson, you will know they are stinking loud. They are loud motors. It's a 2-stroke, so she hauls. Now back here, I do have a transom saver on this thing. We do quite a bit of traveling. Let me tell you, if you guys want to extend the longevity of your boat, transom saver your boat, transom saver your outboard. It is a lifesaver as far as your boat's concerned. That thing takes a ton of weight off of your transom, especially whenever I have a 9-hour drive to Myrtle Beach. I definitely don't want my motor back there going bam bam. It will ruin your boat 100%. Yeah, I seriously have been working my butt off and trying to get this thing done through just evenings, you know, coming home from work and putting some hours in just trying to get it done. But definitely been sacrificing some family time. So thank you so much, Sarah, for letting me work on my boat, because yeah, now we can actually get on the water and do some filming on it and just get to places that we weren't able to get to before. But very much appreciative to my family to just support me and let me do all this stuff I do and try to create content for you guys. And yeah, very appreciative of that. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys like this kind of content, drop a like, drop a comment. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe to me, man. I'm a little channel, you know, trying to make it out there. So I very much appreciate it if you guys show me some love, go over, hit that subscribe button. But thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you guys out on Winyah Bay.